Hey folks, welcome back to Mass Effect 2. I've been high-key kind of pissed because I haven't actually been able to play this game again since the last session like a week ago. I got 2 videos in, I tested those, uploaded them. Everything was gravy. And then, and then work happened, and I've been working and then passing out. So, finally I get to explore my damn ship. First off, team status. You can see all the juicy potential teammates we'll have. Upgrades, who cares? Unread message. I have a message from Anderson. Excuse me. Mr. Anderson. Got a big file on you. Right. So he's heard that we're alive. Interested in talking to us. Apparently we had maybe a relationship with him at one point. Indeed, indeed. I can't spoil anything from the first game, of course. I'm kidding. Yeoman Chambers. Hello, Lady Pants. How you doing? What's up?
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew.
Oh, sick.
And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
The pleasure is mine.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
No. Yeah, sure.
Okay, Kelly.
That's so weird.
Anything else?
How's the crew?
Is there anything I should know?
Joker would like to speak to you on the bridge.
All
Anything
right.
else, Commander?
Who are you?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What do you do?
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have.
I mean, she said what
If
we
any of
do,
the crew
but
has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
cool.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound?
Yes, I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
Cool. So Miss Chambers is a basically an undercover therapist. Neat.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
We are. That's a good idea.
Thank you, Shepard.
Honestly, it
What
really
else
is a
would you
good
like to
idea.
know?
The only thing that would be disastrous is if someone discovered her role, then the trust would be broken with the crew. They'd be like, "Oh, you've been psychoanalyzing me." No one likes to be told that that's happening to them. Let me adjust my mic real fast. There we go. I never know how much I'm gonna lean back in my chair until I start the video, and actually settle in and play the game. Usually, I find out I lean back more than I thought. Let's not worry about that crap.
I better go.
Okay.
We can talk to her whether she's happy later. I mean, she just got here. She just got here. Don't think we can talk to any of these people in their little battle stations. We don't appear to have any racists on board anymore, as a la Mass Effect 1. I think one of the dudes we saw die was one of those. Was the racist I'm recalling. Okay, we're getting little codex entries for looking at things. That's good. You can keep that codex entry. I'm not going to read it out loud. Joker wants to talk to us. There's Edie, or the AI. What's up, Joker?
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby. Better than new. It fits me like a glove. And leather seats. Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
Cool.
Production is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
I don't have a stance on this.
Enjoy it, Joker. If we're stuck here, we might as well let them pamper us.
Does it breach uniform regs if I get that on a cruise shirt? 'Cause this is my favorite. You have no choice ever.
Technically, this is a civilian ship.
You could
probably lucky you're still
you
wearing
could point
pants.
that finger at Mass Effect
Yeah,
2
see,
right
the
there, huh?
all-power cameras.
Mr. Illusion of Choice.
24/7 insurance.
In all seriousness, though, the game's actually one of the better ones about your choices mattering for the most part. People will die if you don't fuck off.
The old Normandy never had that.
I think Mass Effect 3 is the one. People complained about Mass Effect 3 because, if I recall correctly, the game basically had one ending with different colors. People didn't like that.
Some lava lamps, maybe Christmas lights for ambience. What do you think?
No. No. Put it in your quarters. God damn it, Joker. Anything else to talk about?
Commander,
I assume everything is going well up here?
I really want a chance to put the Normandy through her paces. I just have to trim up the drive output and it'll be like we never lost her.
Safety standards advise against manipulating drive settings while engines are powered and in use, Mr. Moreau.
Commander, can we shut this thing off? I don't need it in my day-to-day.
I get that. I understand. If it does have a mute, yeah.
I want to hear it. Turn the damn sound off.
Well, it doesn't change anything. It's still watching. Like some creepy kid staring at the back of your head in comp side. You just want to punch him, but he's special and he sets fires or something. Okay, a little too far there, but you know what I mean.
Joker, what the
Your
fuck?
problem, not mine.
Thanks. I'll remember this.
The good old
Think about
days.
The old Normandy and the trouble we got up to?
Yeah, those seem like the good old days now, but come on, it was hell at the time. Geth, Saren, Sovereign, and then we got dumped. We're stuck in a weird place, sure, but back then it wasn't all sunshine and bunnies.
What happened to the rest of the old crew? I heard most survived.
Almost did. Presley didn't. The rest of us just sort of drifted apart. The Alliance didn't care. I don't think they liked all the non-humans in your crew. We were your team, Commander. With the Normandy destroyed and you gone, there wasn't much keeping us together.
Uh-huh.
That's it for now.
See ya, Commander.
See ya. What's up, Edie?
Yes, Shepard.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
Get along with Joker,
How are you
damn
getting
it.
along with Joker?
Mr. Moreau does not trust me. It offends him that I am installed aboard his ship's computers.
Yeah, the last Normandy did just fine without an AI reminding me the airlock is ajar.
Well, is the airlock ajar, Joker? Because if it is, then she's right. Fix it. What else do you
What do you
do?
do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and
Yeah,
cyber
you said
warfare
that.
suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the elusive man. I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Restricted functions? Like what?
I do not know. Some of my databases are sealed. Some of my hardware is kept offline. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
Monitoring
The elusive
devices?
man has monitoring devices on board?
He has invested most of Cerberus's resources into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our progress.
Understandable. Goodbye.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
She really is rather creepy. And also, from what I understand of the universe, there's not too many AIs around, but I could be wrong about that. At the very least, the Telezora's race, oh god, what are they called? Quarians. The Quarians are very highly against AIs, considering their fall to the Geth. Can't go into the tech labs just yet, it appears. I guess we don't have a scientist. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Hey, Jacob.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock.
I like his
I wanna say
greaves.
that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
Thanks, man.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the elusive man walks his talk. And you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
I like you, Jacob. You seem
I look
honest.
forward to working with you, Mr. Taylor.
Likewise, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
So yeah, again, a lot of the dialogue options don't really change anything. There's not really like, so far as I know, there's not really like a relationship tracker per se. Like, you know, if I piss off Jacob, he'll be pissed off at me later or some shit. It's not really a thing. There are some crucial moments where you'll need to know whether or not someone will prefer a renegade, like an asshole answer, or a paragon answer. Most prefer paragon. Some respond to Renegade. Like the Krogans pretty much are battle hardened. They respond to Renegade. I think this is our meeting room.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the FTL communications room.
Faster than light communications.
In addition to
Cool.
interfacing with the FTL comm network, Normandy is fitted with a quantum entanglement communicator linked to the
Oh,
Elusive
shit.
Man's office. This allows lag-free communication even when you operate off the comm grid.
So we're both communicating and not communicating. Quantum what?
I've never heard of a quantum entanglement communicator. How does it work?
Essentially, two subatomic particles are created in an entangled state. One is installed here, and the other in the Elusive Man's office. When one particle occupies a given quantum state, its entangled partner will always enter the opposite state, no matter the distance between them. If we alter the state of our particle, that alters the state of the Elusive Man's. This allows us to send data in the form of quantum bits.
Neat.
Why aren't these used everywhere?
Each quantum pair costs nearly as much as a comm relay, and can pass only one quantum bit of data at a time. In addition to the cost and bandwidth issues, the system is strictly point-to-point. To contact 100 different worlds, we would need to manufacture and install 100 entangled pairs, one linked to each world.
Neat.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Thanks, fam. Well, yeah, we are getting into the implications of that kind of technology these days, so that's neat. It's very quickly becoming not the realm of sci-fi. Well, let's take our elevator. Let's go to engineering, and then we'll go to crew quarters, I suppose. Gotta explore the ship. This is pretty much the ship exploration video. Okay, we have a, looks like a hangar bay, storage bay. Got a codex for our drop shuttle. Okay. Yeah, we'll be using that guy a lot. We got people. They want to talk to us. Hello.
You came all the way down here to see us?
That's right. Aishimai.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Need anything?
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What's the problem?
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there is an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the real bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Okay.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected. It's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Okay, cool. What are you guys good at?
Where did you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel.
Ah.
We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The Council backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
Don't cut her off.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seem to be doing that.
Okay. I'll keep my eye out for those T6 couplings. After all, I would like my engineering team to not have to waste time with extra maintenance they don't have to do, because my people are cogs as well, and, you know, if the cogs having to work extra, well, then they're not doing their normal job right.
I told you he would.
So, from a purely utilitarian standpoint, it makes sense to make these guys' job easier. Also, these guys are keeping my ship running. I would like my ship to continue running. Please and thank you. Alright, we can go down here. I believe a character will hang out in this area later on. Right there. Just looks like some storage. Just some storage space. A little... I don't know. Just... what's the word? Just a little maintenance table. Maintenance desk. Okay. Nothing else down here at the moment, I do believe. making sure I actually look around. Okay. Let us go to crew quarters. Oh, good. Miranda's down here. Up here. So I can get chided for existing again. I'm so happy. Well, let's go find her.
Chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
What's going on here?
Commander
I hear
Shepard,
Discord.
the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. As Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
What are you up to?
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
That's a big deal.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals.
I wash my hands. Most of the time. This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I
like how one of his eyes is
through the
uneven.
cracks.
Yeah, it's character.
Through the cracks.
Oh my god. Okay. Why are you with Cerberus?
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs
Get a
along
drink
the
of tea
frontier?
while I'm doing that.
I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help. Be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
It really seems like I have a top-notch crew here. I mean, even the cook and chef, everyone that is part of my crew is really obsessed and concerned with making a difference, quote-unquote. Almost all of them have said that, you know, in one extent or the other. I can't imagine that all of Cerberus encompasses that attitude, so it's probably just more likely that my crew was handpicked very well.
Do you have everything you need?
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker.
Fair.
Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
Okay. Crew morale is important.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
Give me the list.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
That's it for
I
now.
won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Back to work. Son of a bitch. Seems like a decent enough guy. Oh, we have a med lab here. And who do we have here? Ah, yes.
Commander Shepard. I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
I do like her.
I'm shocked. You're serving on a Cerberus vessel?
She was our med bay in the first game, I do believe.
Even to me. Yet, here I am. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Hey, you're leaving the Alliance? How'd, why'd you do that?
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center. A very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life
Is it
on
for
warships,
anyone?
never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planet
How
Earth is
romantic.
just too static, too boring.
But why Cerberus?
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race.
Fair.
I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
Wow, we've really got a lot of clout here.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz, We survived the battle
What an
of the
old
Citadel
battle axe.
and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
Cool.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy.
Sure.
Only thing missing are my private reserves.
Private
I even
reserves?
had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
Not to worry, I'll find one.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
Now this one's just purely sentimental, but, you know, I could use my med bay.
I'll see you later.
You know,
Doctor.
nice, happy, and
Come on,
relaxed, and also drunk. Alright, we'll find a bottle of brandy for her. By the way, did it add the engineer quest to our journal? Yes, good. Okay. I just didn't catch it when it came up. Alright, oh right. I think Miranda's over to the right here. I do believe. Alright, hey Miranda, my least favorite character in this game. How's it going?
Commander, what can I do for you?
How's the Normandy?
Anything I should know regarding the Normandy?
The crew's working well, and the ship appears to be performing to specifications.
What do you do?
What exactly are your duties, aside from keeping an eye on me?
I'm the elusive man's agent. You're his most important asset. My job is to make sure you succeed. Aside from that, I send regular reports to the elusive man, updating our status.
Can we talk?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe.
Okay, she's not
If I
being
can
such a
help allay
bitch this
any of
time.
your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
Well, this is your time to get an info dump on what Cerberus is. I think I explained it fairly well, but... What is
Are
Cerberus?
you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific, but we're all working towards the same goal. The teams you encountered before your accident were mostly part of our military division. But not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
Uh-huh. And what is
I know
that
what
goal?
we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
Interesting. That's a fair point.
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
A lot.
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the elusive man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited.
I wonder
Providing
whom
you and rebuilding the
funds
Normandy
us
was
exactly.
A significant investment and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
What can you tell me about the elusive man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
Hey Miranda, did you see my dick while I was asleep while I was dead for 2 years? And also, does that mean that the elusive man saw it too?
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about it?
I just thought about that.
I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
You say this, yet Mr. Man in the first facility we woke up in betrayed you before you ever noticed. So, I mean, you worked with him for a couple years before he betrayed you, so how good are you?
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Well, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
I see.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
It's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
Huh. Okay. I'm not... yeah, sure, whatever.
Sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my abilities.
I understand. You're under a lot of pressure.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
Alright, she's being relatively cool this time. It's just, the first time you meet her, she just comes across so annoying. First impressions really are everything. She's not that bad. Her story is actually one of the more interesting ones, if I'm totally honest. And even though I'm not a huge fan of her because of that irritation, I will still be going through her missions.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Well, my family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
So even these little side characters that actually don't, like, you can't even interact with them, if you check in on the ship fairly frequently, their stories will progress. This little dialogue between this gal and this gentleman will progress. They'll have more conversations about that later on, which I find really interesting. Life support is closed off to us for the reasons. Basically, the reasons that some of these are closed off is because we're not going to use these until we have some more allies in the party. Do you want to?
The men's restroom is on the port side of the ship.
I'm the captain. I can be wherever I want to be. They only have 2 toilets. Oh, God. How's the men's restroom? Also 2 toilets. Look at the privacy. Oh, no. Oh, no. These guys need some better showers.
Access to life support is restricted.
Your mom's restricted. Alright, let's check out the crew quarters. We're pretty much nailing the time of this video on the head. We're going to be at almost exactly 30 minutes. So we have an armor...
This area
God damn it.
This is the commanding officer's quarters.
Shut up.
It's larger than the quarters of other warships I've served on.
This is a Cerberus vessel, not an Alliance warship. Accommodations have been made for personal taste.
Ooh.
That said, this space is directly under the exterior pressure hull. The fitting yard workers called it the loft.
We live in a loft. Nice. Look at this clock. It's holographic. That's cool. So we have our music that plays. We have a couch. We have some wine ready to go. Can I get something less dramatic? My options are dramatic or that. Okay, fine. We have a private terminal. It's going to be the same shit pretty much that we can get downstairs. That's cool. We have a model of the Normandy, and it looks like some slots for some other ships. Uh-huh. We have various medals we can get. Not a huge deal, but if you're a completionist, it's in the game for you. And we have an aquarium that is currently empty, but we can definitely add fish for exorbitant prices. And we're gonna have to break this bed in. Ooh yeah! Such a big bed too. Like, this bed is designed to sleep with someone, which is fantastic. I'm glad Cerberus understands my human needs, as it were. All right, we'll head back down. Alrighty, folks. So that's pretty much everything taken care of in terms of checking out the crew, getting their little side quest ready for them. I don't think Joker needs anything. I guess I could double check. But I'll see you guys next time on this galaxy exploration map.